All right, it's going to be my last time talking about this. This is also going to be a 10-minute video, most likely because I be talking. So watch it on 2x speed. Now, this narrative that Drake was viewed the loser before the battle even started is crazy to me. Because one, these two have been beefing for 11, 12 years now. Kendrick and Drake have been throwing shots at each other for so long. So long. I was like 20, 19, 20. I am 31 now. They've been going back and forth, throwing subs at each other, whether it's in interviews, songs, ciphers, features, whatever it is. They've been doing this for a long time. We've been wanting this beef to happen for so long because they've been doing it for so long. It's like either you're going to beef or you're not. And we got a little like, oh, J. Cole might be involved in it. That was even better for us hip hop fans. But apparently, J. Cole got told, hey, stay out of this by Schoolboy Q. So it was the two biggest rappers out right now, Kendrick and Drake. Kendrick got it all popping with Like That. Drake, which I think was his big mistake, mind you, he dropped push-ups, but the way that he handled the release, he went and taunted this man online, and he tried to use the same formula he used against Meek Mill. Put like a time limit on when Kendrick's gonna drop. He got all these memes and was posting them online, got streamers involved. Like he was doing the most. Then Euphoria dropped, and everything changed because he couldn't do what he did to Meek Mill. Kendrick is on the same level. You can't talk about, I got more hits than you, because yeah, you got more hits, but Kendrick got a lot of hits. Oh, I got more money than you. Yeah, you got a lot of money, but Kendrick got a lot of money. You can't say your albums are better than his because his albums are better than yours. He could not big bro him, is what I'm saying. And that's what he was trying to do. When he dropped push-ups and went online, he tried to use that same formula. And it didn't work because Kendrick dropped Euphoria and the whole world stopped. You have people who don't even listen to rap going, what is the braids? You have people who don't even listen to rap using that, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress. You had them doing that. He took Drake's formula against Drake. That's what he did. And he also gave him a warning. Let's just keep this rap. We don't have to get families involved. That was the first warning. It was on Euphoria. Drake even tried to use the same formula that he used against Meek Mill when Euphoria dropped with that 10 Things I Hate About You. And it did not work. But Kendrick back to back him. He dropped that song. Was it 616 in LA? He dropped that. And he gave him another warning. But basically it was like, hey man, you got some moles in your camp. They feeding me information. I don't think you want to do this. Over a great beat, mind you. What I think is the best beat from this whole beef. That sample, amazing. Drake then basically does what he made the same mistake about in the Pusha T beef, is he dropped Family Matters and mentions families again. Now, the people who got it the worst were the people not named Kendrick Lamar. But in Drake's diss, he proceeds to drop Kendrick's wife's name again. He mentions that those kids aren't Kendrick's, and he also mentions that Kendrick is beating his wife. He does all this, and what happens? 20 minutes later, Kendrick steps on that release, drops Meet the Grams, which is a menacing beat, mind you. It's like Alchemist in his bag, and Kendrick drops some allegations against Drake now, calling him a pedo. Talks to his son, saying he wished that his dad wasn't alive. Mentions the fact that Drake might have a daughter, which, what? But then it's that last verse where he's talking to Drake. He's calling him a liar. He's saying that you lied about your accents, you lied about your baby, your son, Adonis. You lied about your daughter. You lied about your surgeries. You learned about everything, basically. Everything about you is fake. You're a vulture. That's what he said to him. Beef over at that point. Beef over. Because Drake's diss track, while good, got stepped on. Got stepped on. I'm not even here to argue which one is a better diss track. It got stepped on. The way he was trying to release all his music and all that, he got outsmarted at every aspect because he did not take that man serious. And the icing on the cake was Kendrick gave a regional song the day after that the West Coast is loving, the whole world is loving. We're literally dancing to Drake being called a PDF file. We're literally quoting the song when he's saying that he likes minors, a minor. But then again, Kendrick hits back again, that last verse, which is the point of what he was expressing throughout this whole beef, mind you. Drake, you are a vulture. You are a liar. You are a colonizer. That's what you are. Beef over. Beef over. Drake drops the Hard Part 6 too, which honestly, I think made it even worse. Because in the Hard Part 6, he won the song that he trying to say that Kendrick got abused in wasn't even about Kendrick being abused. It was about his mother and how they didn't believe Kendrick. He also mentions Millie Bobby Brown, which nobody even mentioned her throughout this beef. Also says, we gave you the information, but also whoever gave you the information is a clown, basically, which doesn't make sense. Basically waved the white flag, though. So he wasn't deemed a loser from the beginning. He just made bad decisions. Now, every rap fan, we knew, Drake, you cannot rap with Kendrick. In fact, Drake, you got to make it messy to win this beef. Nobody thought that he would get out messied by Kendrick, though. But I mean, I guess I did think that because West Coast rappers are willing to go to places nobody is willing to go and beef. So that's what happened to Drake. He got outsmarted because he didn't take Kendrick seriously, and he just got out-rapped, pretty much. He got out-rapped. No, Drake is not going to never be able to make music again. He's going to be able to drop. In fact, he's probably going to drop a song of the summer, and we're all going to be outside while we're looking at them girls in their sundresses. It's sundress season. Sorry, had to take a break. But there are some good things to come from this beef. One is that a lot of the people who just benefit from our culture and give nothing back, they're getting exposed. DJ Vlad, I'm talking about you. And it also made me think about a person like Academics. Academics and Drake, to me, are the same person. They both take from the culture and make money, but they don't give anything to the culture. Academics used Chicago. He used the drill scene. He used all that stuff and was making fun of them. And even though real lives were impacted by that, he used Tekashi 6ix9ine. He just uses artists and he makes money. And that's what he does. He does the same exact thing Drake does. Drake uses the popular sound. He goes to popular artists, hop on a song, and it disguised as a favor. But it's not really a favor. It's keeping Drake hot. It's keeping him relevant to the new sounds. And I honestly think that Drake being so tapped into the younger culture came back to bite him in the ass in this beef. I think Drake's image as a rapper, while it's going to have some impact from this beef, it was already questioned by people with the ghostwriting allegations, with the Pusha T beef. The stuff that people question about Drake is not going to change. Nobody's opinion about Drake, as far as him being a top rhymer or anything like that, is impacted by this beef whatsoever. Now, he personally can't be in my top 10 because he took 2 major L's and they weren't even close. He got swept in both of them. What this beef did, though, is it really showed the world how great of an MC Kendrick Lamar is, because we knew how great he was. And obviously, I'm biased because I am from California. So I knew since Kendrick was K-Dot. But his albums are now getting streamed more because people are realizing, oh, this man is great. They never gave him a chance. I had people telling me wow, Mr. Morale is a good album. The same people, mind you, were saying that Mr. Morale didn't deserve the Grammy. So that means they never even listened to it. All in all, this is great for hip hop, and I love it. I love to see vultures get exposed, But if you think Drake won, I need you to go get some help. Seriously.